The courtroom buzzed with whispers as a teenage boy in a simple suit walked through the double doors, clutching a leather briefcase. He looked no older than 17. Baby-faced, nervous eyes. Everyone assumed he was someone's intern, or worse, a law student on a field trip. The judge glanced up from her bench and frowned. "Son, this isn't a classroom. Where's your supervising attorney?" The boy stepped forward and cleared his throat. "I am the attorney, Your Honor." Laughter erupted from one corner of the room. Even the opposing counsel chuckled, nudging his assistant. The judge raised an eyebrow and leaned forward, skeptical. "You are representing the defendant in this case?" she asked slowly. "Yes, ma'am. My name is Nathaniel Briggs. I passed the bar at 16 and received special approval to represent my first case today." The judge blinked. "You passed the bar?" "Yes, Your Honor. Top of my class at Harvard Law. Dual degrees." The courtroom fell into stunned silence. Still, the judge didn't hide her smirk. "Very well, counselor. Let's see what you've got." The opposing lawyer, a seasoned man in his 50s, rolled his eyes. "This won't take long," he muttered under his breath. But as the trial began, everything shifted. Nathaniel didn't just present the case. He dissected it. With calm precision, he exposed inconsistencies in the opposing witness's statement. He quoted obscure rulings. He challenged faulty evidence. Every word he spoke was sharp, measured, and brilliant. By midday, the judge wasn't smirking anymore. She was leaning in, scribbling notes, visibly impressed. The jury looked captivated. Even the opposing attorney was sweating. During closing arguments, Nathaniel turned to the jury and said, "Don't judge my client by his age or appearance. The truth doesn't care how old you are. It just asks to be heard." When the verdict came in, not guilty, the judge stared at Nathaniel for a long moment. Then she stood up, removed her glasses, and said softly, "Counselor Briggs, I owe you an apology. Today you reminded this courtroom what justice really looks like." Nathaniel nodded humbly. "Thank you, Your Honor." As he packed up his briefcase, the courtroom erupted into applause. Outside, news crews swarmed him. The headline was already spreading. "Teen lawyer stuns courtroom. Judge silenced by young prodigy's brilliance." But Nathaniel wasn't chasing fame. He was chasing fairness. Because once, years ago, his father had been wrongly convicted by a courtroom that didn't listen. Nathaniel swore he'd never let that happen to anyone else again. And that day, in front of a judge who mocked him, he proved that true power doesn't come from age, or robes, or titles. It comes from knowing the law and having the courage to speak it